so alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight.
Mukbang! 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 Anything that involves food and chatting. Woo! We actually did one of these in the first lockdown with the same food.
With the same food.
And we've got the same food again today.
Turkish. If you don't love Turkish, we have a problem.
We have a problem. What did you order?
I got Fanta.
I just got water.
Bread. I got some hummus.
I got some tzatziki.
I got the salad, and then I got my good old Adana kofte.
Oh my god, this looks peng. I got a Greek salad because their salad is a little bit pathetic, I can't lie.
I only got a salad.
No, I got chicken as well, but I got a Greek salad as well. It's like olives and feta. Lovely. And then yeah, I got chicken shish.
Yeah, mine's got a bit cold now because I was waiting for Elle. But yeah, did you? I think the same delivery guy goes to each of us because he was on a bike.
Oops. Yeah, he was on a bike.
As in a pedal bike.
Yeah.
From mine to Elle's, the same guy delivered on a bike. So that's why mine's cold now.
Bad news. Have you opened yours?
Yeah, why?
I've not got any bulgur wheat.
You're joking.
I've just got rice. I hate when that happens.
I'd rather just have bulgur wheat.
Me too.
Oh my god, I would literally want to scream.
Yeah, we're going to film a little, obviously, mukbang and girl talk because we've not done one of those in a long time. And yeah, we did this when we did the first lockdown. And we're in lockdown again, so...
Yeah, welcome back to our channel, guys. We didn't even say that. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, it's overdue. We've not done a girl talk in a while. We were deciding between boy talk, girl talk, and just a Q&A. But we feel like we've both done a couple of Q&As on Instagram recently, so we're going to start with a girl talk. I've not even got a plate. That's the laziness over here. I'm just going to eat out of this. This video is kindly sponsored by one of our favourite brands ever, Lookfantastic. You guys know by now that everything you ever see on our face will be available to shop at Lookfantastic. I actually have my makeup bag next to me, so I'm going to show you some of my favourite products, and I think Elle's going to do the same, and then we're going to jump into some of your girly questions. I actually grabbed 3 of my favourite products right here, right now, as in at this moment in time, I couldn't live without these 3. And 2 of them are fairly new. One of them's a ride or die from forever. So I've got the Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face base.
Love that.
Such a hype at the moment. There's an eye cream version as well, which I've got but I haven't tried. You've tried it, haven't you?
Yeah, it's really nice as well.
I can't recommend this enough. It lasts a really, really long time, and we always have discount codes, which is Sydney LF and Ellie LF, and you can get money off all these products. This smells so good. Please don't be put off by the price. Bobbi Brown is a more high-end brand, but you get what you pay for. Nothing sits nicer under your makeup than this. And I actually saw, I think it was Molly May the other day, she's got a giant one, and I was like, oh!
Really? I've not seen that.
She's got a giant one, and I was like, okay, I need it. But yeah, this is without a doubt every day on my face. Even if I don't have makeup on, it makes the most beautiful just moisturizer. I have a mascara from Giorgio Armani, which I've been absolutely loving. I've got it on right now, and it's just a really nice mascara. Another little treat if you want to treat yourself to something high-end, really luxurious brand. Also a really nice gift for someone. And then I have the Laura Mercier loose powder, which, come on, everyone and their mum uses this. It is the best thing in the world. If you want to get rid of your pores, you want to get rid of that shine, this will make your makeup look like you're on the cover of Vogue.
Literally. That is so true. If you have not tried that powder, you are missing out. Also, Lookfantastic is not just makeup. They have loads on there from hair stuff. So this is from the brand Way, and Syd actually recommended this to me because she saw loads of people using it, and I put it on my story yesterday. So it is a pomade, and it's actually a bit of an inside joke because I feel like for years that we've been on YouTube, we always have, especially me, like these little broken bits of hair. So basically, also got this Cantu brush on Lookfantastic, and I just put a little bit on my finger and run it like over my hair, and then like the rest on the brush, and literally just scrape it back, and it sets it all in place, and it's so easy to use. And if you like doing your edges as well, it's really nice for that, and they do like smaller brushes. So yeah, this has been like a new favourite of mine. And they also do fragrances. I've got this YSL perfume that I'm getting through, which is amazing. So they have loads of different fragrances on there. And then yeah, my everyday products from NARS, Benefit, all the other brands are on there. So we'll put our discount code on the screen and down below. And we always link our everyday makeup down below anyway. So pretty much all of it is from Lookfantastic. So yeah. What are you doing? How did that whole thing? I spilled Fanta down me.
No. I was literally like... It's okay, I've blended it in with my beauty blender.
I was like, what's she doing? I didn't even realise you kept so quiet.
Because I was like, I thought you were in a fly, so I was just like, shh, I've spilled it down me, let me just blot it.
By the way, if I'm looking down, it's because Syd is on FaceTime like right in front of me.
Elle's literally to the side of me.
Yeah, I guess we'll start by looking through your questions. I did put a poll on Instagram, not a poll, a Q&A box on Instagram earlier, just to see what you guys wanted to chat about or you wanted us to chat about. So let's have a little look. Okay, there's a lot about mental health, which we always do try and touch on a little bit, but a lot of them are like, I don't know what to do with myself in lockdown. And it's not so much a girl topic, but I feel like we can quickly touch on things that we do to either kill time or lift our spirits, and we can make it more suited to girls, like maybe pampering sessions and stuff. So yeah, mental health and keeping sane in lockdown.
Good question. It depends what your circumstance are, I guess. We can both talk from different ends of the spectrum right now. Like, I'm living on my own, so I'm literally like the single household boat on your own with your thoughts 24/7. So I just try and keep really busy, and again, that's really hard because we are in lockdown, but I just try and do stuff like I tidy up. I'm tidying up a lot more than normal, and just having like really feel good music blasting at the same time. Like, my neighbours probably hated me last night because at 9 PM I just had this urge to clean the whole lounge, and I put the music as loud as it went. Actually, my iPhone actually alerted me and was like, we're going to turn your volume down because your volume's too loud.
What? iPhones do that?
Yeah, it come up and it said, you've been listening to your music too loud this week, so we're lowering it.
What the hell?
Try and start new hobbies like reading. I now actually journal. Find it's really therapeutic. It's good to write things down. I write lists now. I put that on my story earlier. I'm just trying to use a dull time to better myself.
Yeah, for sure. To be fair, I think I've always tried to put things down in terms of writing lists. I love doing that anyway, but I do think it's so important to just set yourself like a couple of things to do every day, even if it's something so small like making yourself a nice lunch, or cleaning up one of the rooms in your place, or you know, something really small. And it can be really easy, like watching a film, but as long as you have like write something down and tick something off, I feel like you've accomplished something.
It's that motion of getting a pen and ticking something. You feel like you've accomplished something.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, apart from that, I think just try and do things.
And get out and go for a walk.
Yes.
No one can take away your one-time exercise a day. So go and walk. I promise you, put some headphones on, or Elle likes to listen to the great outdoors. Just take it all in and just, I know it's so cold at the moment, but wrap up warm. I promise you never finish a walk and feel worse after the walk. I promise you that.
No, exactly. It's like scientifically proven that it releases some kind of hormones that like increases your mood, basically. on that note, I think it's important to get dressed every day. Even like we all deserve a day in the...
I disagree. I think it's important to get up and shower.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No, that's what I mean. I mean, like, even if you're going to get dressed back into pajamas or comfortable clothes, get up and like,
have a wash, splash your face with water, brush your teeth. That's important. But no, I'm a pajama girl. But leave some comments down below if you have any other tips and tricks. Reading mental health books. I know there's a lot of like self-love and manifesting books that really cheer people up. Podcasts, there's a lot. If you just sit and you think of new things, I promise you it will change your mindset completely. Someone just put boys ?
That is so vague.
That is just another topic in itself, my love. How do you read signs from a guy? Does that fall into boy talk? I actually find boy talk and girl talk quite confusing because I feel like girls talk about boys.
Literally, like half the questions are about boys. Let's do one boy question.
Okay, what did I just say? How?
Reading signs.
Reading signs. Okay, so I feel like the male species are just one of a kind. I do think boys are very, like, if you think boys play games, I actually don't think they do.
I don't mean to.
Like, have you seen that meme? It's like what you think the boy's thinking of and then what they're really thinking of, and it's like a fly flying around a room in circles. Yeah.
When you think your boyfriend's cheating on you and it's just him and his mates like dancing because he's not replying. I saw on Rachel Alice's stories the other day, she was answering similar questions and someone was asking about signs like at the moment. Obviously people might be making excuses but you don't really know whether they are because of lockdown. I mean, we're not supposed to meet up, but you don't know whether that's like an excuse. But she was saying, and I completely agree, I think you should expect like more messages, more FaceTimes, kind of just basically making sure that you're keeping in touch. And I think if someone's like, during the circumstances, obviously you can't see each other, so if someone's not even giving you that attention through the phone, I think then like they're not worth it, because everyone needs that kind of reassurance at the moment. And yeah, if they're not going to want to talk to you at the moment, then it's just not going to work.
I think over the years I feel like I've accumulated quite a lot of expertise on the male race, and I think as brutal as it is, I now know years later, after struggling with a lot of kicks in the face, I'll be honest, if a guy likes you, he will make it very clear, and if he wants to see you, he will. There's a TikTok, he's like, and if he wants to see you, he will, and if he wants to talk to you, he will. So if he doesn't, you need to, as hard as it is, you need to maybe sit and think. Like, this happened to me probably like a year ago.
Yeah, it's happened to both of us. We're like looking for signs and it's like they shouldn't be, you shouldn't have to look for them basically.
Yeah, and just, you shouldn't have to always be digging for reassurance from them, being like, wait, so you can't come tomorrow, so you don't want to see me? Like, you shouldn't be asking them questions. It should be straight up, like, you know they're into you. And if you, even if you're a little bit in the middle and you're like, I'm pretty sure I am, but you maybe just, what's the word, avoiding it because you don't want to believe it kind of thing.
Yeah, in denial.
Test, and don't wake up and text him first thing. Let him make the first move. And if you get to the end of the day and he's not text you, I know, I can appreciate some people, like my cousin, shout out Amy, I know you'll be watching this, she's like, I don't get it, why people text all day long? She's literally like, I can talk to guys and if he doesn't text me for a couple days, it's not that deep. But then she's a little bit older, she's like 30. We are the generation of constant text, aren't we?
We'd be like, did he die? Or
yeah, I'd literally be like, this reminded me when you used to talk to someone and we actually thought he died. We actually thought he'd either moved away, else like he's either broke his phone, moved away or died.
Have to do a boy talk story time, because we've both got a couple of stories of people up front ignoring us. And I'm saying, like, you know, I'm talking about ghosting, but it was like extreme. And then do you know what? Again, I think it was Rachel on her story. If someone ghosts you, let them, and I promise you they'll come back. And what did he do? He came back.
Anyway, this quickly turned into a boy talk. Next question. Go on now.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. So this is about friends, and it says feeling left out in a trio. And I think me and Syd are actually professionals with trios, because we've had a lot of friends and they've come and gone, and that's not a bad thing. Obviously people drift apart. Obviously we're in a little bit of a trio now with Mal, but I think some of the problems that struck previously is that some people don't get that. Obviously me and Syd work together, one thing, and like we're together in normal life every day, and I think it's, you know, some people can get jealous, and that's not gonna work in some trios. I think you have to all kind of have the outlook where, you know, two of them might talk sometimes, you might go out with one of them sometimes, and it's just not that deep. Like, you should be able to trust each other and know that, like, two going off on their own doesn't mean they don't like you, or doesn't mean, or you going off with one of them, do you know what I mean? Like, you've got to kind of have that base that means that you don't always have to be a three. I mean, we get it all the time. We get messages, we've had it on hate forums that, you know, Syd and Mo are leaving Elle out in the Portugal pool because they're doing handstands. Like, it's just really not that deep.
When you say it out loud like that, I can't lie, I can think of like a handful of people, and you guys will know, I'm not obviously going to say it, but there's been circumstances where we get close with one other person and then you fall out, and this isn't me digging or anything. If people start to screen record this, it just is life. I think we can only talk from our own experience, and I don't know if this is the case for everyone, but I feel like in a way it's got to be. I do think as a three there naturally maybe will be two that just gravitate towards each other, because like they say, two's company, three's a crowd. I think it depends. You need to, yeah, like Elle said, there just needs to be trust. It's like having a relationship. You can't be jealous of like your boyfriend having friends. Do you know what I mean? It's like you being in a relationship. That's quite a good comparison actually. You being in a relationship and then your boyfriend having a best friend, and then you getting a bit annoyed and being like, what the hell? Like, it doesn't change that you're the girlfriend and he still loves you. Knock at the bloody door. I'll be back. And I'll let you carry on, my love.
Okay. Yeah, I think a trio only works with certain people. I think if you're all really strong, like really strong personalities, I don't think it would work as much as if someone was a stronger personality and others like were just a little bit like chill. I think if you're all like high maintenance and need to be the center of attention, then a trio is not going to work. So I think it depends on the friends that are involved, and yeah, if it's not working, then you don't have to be in a trio. Like, just speak up. But yeah, I think it just, yeah, it depends on the type of people really. Also, if you're like, just because you're a trio doesn't mean you can't have other friends as well. Like we always say, Molly, we're like that with Mal.
Molly is the most social bubble I've ever met in my whole life. That girl has so many friends.
Exactly, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. If anything, it's like we can get on and do our stuff, just the two of us, and she knows that like she can go and hang out with other friends, and it's absolutely.
And I think that's why throughout the years it's always worked with Mal, and we've gone through like we've probably been super close to Molly for like the last 2.5 years. But we've been friends with Molly for about 8, 9, 10 years. It's just a matter of she has other friends, and we went in and out of phases of other friends too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we always gravitate back to Mal. She's just unproblematic.
Yeah, she's just so easy to get along with them. Yeah, she's not needy at all, which is a thing that probably won't work in a trio.
Okay. This one I can't answer, but I'm going to ask it to Elle.
Okay.
Ways to be content with single life when your friends are in relationships.
Okay. That was me my whole life. I mean, kind of bouncing off the last question, I think it's important to like surround yourself with loads of people, friends and family. I think sometimes say like Syd was going on a date, I'd go out with like some of our other friends and just like keep socialising, keep busy. Like just because they're kind of sitting in with their boyfriends doesn't mean you have to. But yeah, I think just I spoke to a lot of people, again quite innocently, but just to kind of pass time, distraction. Could have gone somewhere, and I was open to it, but I was never like actively like I need a boyfriend. So I think just kind of entertaining yourself, don't put pressure on yourself, it will happen when it happens. And yeah, just keep hanging out with friends, make the most of it. When you have a boyfriend, a lot of time goes, so make the most of like looking after yourself, I'd say. And yeah, just being with friends and fam.
Great quick answer from Ellie Jarrett. I would like to give my own answer there, but
you don't have one.
I don't have one. I can answer how I would, but it's pretty much what else said. Spend time with other friends, I think.
Yeah, and just
when I was in a relationship and you were single, we have Molly.
Yeah, I think like Emmy and Demi, like a lot of my friends were single, so we'd kind of like the singletons would go out.
They weren't like I think Emmy's always had a boyfriend, but just because one of your friends has seen their boyfriend one night, we're at the age, and we still are, where we don't all live with our boyfriends, so 9 times out of 10 you can find one friend that's free that night.
Yeah, true. Okay, this is quite a good one. I don't have much to say about this, but Syd does, and Syd's actually done a whole video on it, but it is experience with contraception. So Syd's been through quite a lot of methods, but I'll quickly answer because my answer's a bit more simple. I've literally been on 1 pill, and so far it's been fine, but I think sometimes down the line that can change, but it's different for everyone. Some people like natural contraception, like apps and stuff, but yeah, mine is just plain and simple, the pill, and it's been fine.
I can't even tell you how many pills I've been on. Obviously, if you're really young and you don't know much about the pill, I think growing up I thought there was the pill and I thought that was it. But there's like, I don't even want to guess a number. I'm guessing hundreds of pills.
Yeah.
It's finding the right one for you. It's hard because everyone has something to say and everyone has an opinion. There is a certain pill that Molly, I'll leave that to Molly. If you want to know more about a certain pill that we think we'd steer clear from, message Molly. She's had first-hand experience. So do your research, I'd say, before going on a pill.
Yeah, I actually got prescribed that pill, and the girls were like, you can't go on that pill.
Annie Ramage, she has it on her story highlights as well, so I'm sure she won't mind us mentioning her. But this particular pill, I'm only not saying the word because I can't remember what it's called. I think it begins with an R, like River
John.
I can't remember. But anyway, go on Annie Ramage, and she actually has a small brain tumour from that pill. And this isn't a scare thing, like some pills work for some people, some don't, but this has a significant amount of horror stories, this one. Anyway, yeah, I think it's finding a pill that works for you. I used to know someone that really loved a pill called Yasmin, and I went on it and I hated it. My skin was really bad. I just literally was on it. I think they say try it for 3 months, and if you really don't like it, because you can't have it for a week and be like, oh my god, because it's probably not even like settled in your body. I've had the Coil.
You've been through it all, my love.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm at the stage now where, how old am I? I'm gonna be 24.
25 next year.
Anyway, I'm old. I'm at the stage where I'm like, okay, I've literally been on the pill for like 8 years. I don't know, I've got in my head like this 10-year thing where I'm like, I just feel like it's not good to have that many, like almost, what's the word, like fake hormones floating around and that. So part of me, I think about it sometimes, I'm like, should I look into going down like the natural route where you've got the apps and stuff? But then I don't know, I don't know. I feel like I can't really give advice. I think you just need to think about what works best for your lifestyle. I know people that are using the natural app and it works so well for them. Then you hear horror stories of people who fell pregnant on it, and it's just, I think it's such a hard thing to decide. For some people it's literally like, yeah, I'll just take the pill, whatever. But I think long term, again, you hear horror stories and you shouldn't listen to everything, but
it's really hard for us to give advice. Obviously you guys are probably asking advice because you don't know who to ask, but I guess we can just say like the best people to ask are obviously maybe your parents, older sisters, or obviously the doctors, because they're going to know what's best for you. And again, these are our opinions. Please don't take everything we say on board.
No one has the exact same body or internal things that you do. No. So yeah, it's one of the things I'd say, research. If you've got a couple of things like Molly's got the implant and she literally raves about it, doesn't she?
Yeah, exactly. We can only talk from our experience, but yeah, that's kind of summed up. We've not tried, I can't think what else there is.
There's an injection which is every 3 months. There's the implant which is 3 years. You can get it taken out earlier, which Molly has, and she literally loves it so much. There's the mini pill, which means you take a pill every single day. We are both on the pill where you take it for 3 weeks and then you have a week break, which then lets you have your period. There's the copper coil, which is non-hormonal, which I thought I'd love. I hated. I have a video on that on our vlog channel. There's the marina coil, which is a hormonal coil. There is so freaking many. You need to look into it and
just trial and error, I guess.
It's a massive game. It's trial and error. Right, this one's body image and self-love. It kind of bounced off the first one, but I saw something the other day. It was a tweet, and someone tweeted and said, I think they were tweeting an influencer, I can't remember who it was, and was like, would you be offended if people unfollowed you because they like, I've had this actually before, they unfollowed you not because they don't like you but because you affect their self-esteem. And this girl was like, no way, literally, if I affect you in any way, please unfollow me, like no hate. And I'd say the main thing is social media is so sad that is obviously our job, and a lot of people, I've actually had, quick story, I always saw this girl, this name pop up all the time, and like I recognise a lot of your names when you message and you like our photos and stuff. I recognise this girl's name and I come across her literally, if I don't come across you guys, I always try and like all your pics and stuff. People have noticed it recently, and I was like, oh my god, she unfollowed me. And I was literally like, what have I done? Have I done something? And this is just the side of me that people like don't see a lot, which is fine. But I was literally like, I sent her a voice note and I was like, hi, I just wanted to check in, like I see you unfollowed me. Have I done anything to offend you? I see you still follow Elle. Cut a long story short, she messaged me back and she was like, I am so sorry if I've offended you. You've done nothing, but I'm on like a self-love journey, and in the nicest way possible, I compare myself to you quite a lot. And it actually made me really emotional, and I was like, oh my god, I can make people have a negative, I can give people a negative effect, even though my job is to be influential and be like a role model essentially. And it really upset me, but it's just the way life is. And she was like, it's honest, you're doing nothing wrong, you're being you, but I look at your Instagram and it makes me feel awful. And I was like, oh my god. And I just, that is so sad. And then I felt bad for messaging her, and I was like, I've almost like brought it to a head and I've made her talk about it. But yeah, true story. I don't know if she follows me again now, but this was a while ago, it's probably about 6 months ago. And then I was like, but she was like, please don't change, like you're doing nothing wrong, it's myself, it's a journey that I'm on myself. So yeah, it's sad that Instagram is a trigger. And I saw a tweet the other day and it was like, don't compare yourself to Instagram girls because they're not real, which I get where that term comes from, but being them Instagram girls, you can read that in a hurtful way, where we try and be quite real. and we try and stay away from all the editing tools and try and keep it as real as possible. So I hope we don't fall into that category that people say is really fake. It's hard because obviously you will follow certain people that will literally look like walking plastic Barbie dolls, and if you're comparing yourself to them people, then yeah, that is like not good. So what I'm trying to say is, if it means that you need to help you love yourself, unfollow people that make you feel shit.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think obviously that is looking at like the social media side, which we're also consumed in right now. But yeah, I think following, there's so many people that do like Insta versus reality, and I think if you need to see that kind of content, follow it and make yourself see it every day. And also not just Instagram, like don't compare yourself to your friends because everyone is different. I think that's something that just comes with age. I think it's very hard to try and tell a teenager that, and like younger, because you just don't believe it basically. But you grow up and you realise to love the body you're in, and yeah, you kind of grow with it and improve it yourself. And yeah, it's a journey. I think everyone's still on that journey.
And it's so much easier said than done. Like we're acting like we don't do it ourselves. I honestly do it all the time, and then I check myself and I'm like, what are you doing? You're comparing yourself to a petite 5-foot person that has a huge bum, and you were born the complete opposite. Like, it's not realistic. Why would I, being 5'8", compare myself to someone that's 5 foot? That's like me comparing myself to Molly. She's literally half the size of me. So you need to maybe follow people that are the same body shape as you, people that have the same interests as you, and yeah, instead of following people that get you down, follow people that lift you, and people that we've both started following people that post really like motivational quotes and stuff. So yeah, it's, again, I appreciate it's so much easier said than done, and we are saying this now, and I promise you we have them days. I have them days all the time. I've got so many pictures in my camera roll. I actually post it every so often, this picture of me crying when I sent to Elle a couple years ago, and I was like, I'm so fat, I'm so ugly, and she was like, right, stop it now.
That is another important thing, and I was going to say this, but you just reminded me, it's very important to kind of have these chats out, and also just surround yourself with people that are like, you're being dramatic, and people that hype you up and they're like, you look amazing, and like, you know, help you with what to wear that's going to help you feel amazing. And also we did vision boards this week, and that's something that kind of brings in confidence, but also other things like giving yourself motivational quotes every day. Like Syd said, we love the little quotes, and ones that are just kind of put things into perspective, appreciate it, like your body is working, and if you're healthy, like you don't need some tiny snatched waist. And yeah, I think we're both learning, we're both getting there, and like I said, it's a journey. I think any other year, I think I've really kind of been a bit harsh on myself to say like, right, I need to stop eating bad because it's January. But this year I'm just a bit like, if I fancy a cookie, I'm gonna have a cookie.
I have that goddamn cookie, cause COVID has taught us life is too short. Enjoy the cookie, and sometimes people like me aren't gonna have an itty bitty waist and a really big bum because it's just not me. And I'm never gonna have skinny legs, but that's fine. That is fine. Literally, just appreciate. Ellie Darby again said it the other day. She was like, please stop telling me this, this and this. I'm literally growing a human.
Winds me up.
We're not actually growing anything right now, but we are, like, don't insult my body. I'm a working body. My heart is beating and I'm breathing and talking. So how dare you talk about my waist when my heart is better and it's here. Exactly.
And I mean, touching on hate comments that we sometimes get, I think there was one that thought I had a condition because my legs are chunky and I have no ankles.
People are nasty. If you're ever about to type something up nasty, go check yourself. You have issues. You have, please go and
just have to feel sorry for those people because they clearly have nothing else to do, and if you're bringing down other people, that is the ultimate low.
You're bringing down other people to make yourself feel better.
Hope, you know, that inspired some of you. Like I said, it's a journey. It's not going to happen overnight, but you will get there.
On that note, we're going to wrap it. Also, Elle just touched on that we made vision boards this week, which will be on Lookfantastic's YouTube video, their YouTube channel. And thank you again to Lookfantastic for sponsoring this video. As always, we link all the products that we use day to day on our face in the description box. So if you want to go shop them, go check them out. Use our discount codes SydLF and ELL'S, and that's about it.
That's a wrap, people. Thank you for watching. We will see you in our next virtual video.
And don't forget to go and shop her in the style line.
Woo!